Wow, that's my pictures. Uh, hey, Tiff. I put on Do Not Disturb. You know what? Ever since I changed my Siri to a man with an Australian accent, he been mucking up. I'm going back to the female. I didn't have these issues with her. I don't know what's up with the guy. I guess he can't handle the job. That's all I can figure. He's not good at it. Is that something on my leg? Something. Something. Doesn't look like there's something on. Is that what it is? They're lazy? Hey, Polly. I am chit-chatting with the people. Yes, I mean, he even gave me wrong directions. I was so through with him. I'm just like, come on now. I thought it would be fun having a man's voice, but I see that, if you want the job done right, you gotta let a woman do it. That's all I'm saying. So where were we? I forgot where we were. I guess Martin must have went to bed. Usually she helps me to remember where I'm at and stuff. So what's up going on in New York, Polly? I bet y'all got cold weather, don't you? Gardening, thank you. Peaches and cream. You gonna be my extra brain tonight. And she ain't even drinking. See? Okay, I'm gonna pose this question to you all. What do you think about stuff like that? Smart homes, smartphones, AI, all of that. I personally, I'm not real keen on that. Maybe I'm too old. Thank you. I don't mind watering my plants or putting one of the two bulbs in there and let it do it. But I don't want my house talking back to me. I don't want to talk to the house. I don't even use it on my TV because it takes too much information. All these systems are too nosy. I do not like it that I can hold a conversation with somebody on the phone and then I look up and whatever I'm talking about is on my YouTube, is on my Instagram. I'm seeing commercials about it. I don't like that. Hi, Hearing Eyes. Ooh, 21 degrees. I'm just saying, am I the only one that has noticed that? Like, I was looking at, I mean, even with my phone, I was looking at getting my last, what I call my last forever car. And so, I have a Lexus now, but I wanted to get, I think it's called an Outrigger. It looks sort of like a Jeep or whatever, but it is so cute to me. So I wanted to get one of those. I looked at the prices. 24 is ridiculous. So is a 23. So I was thinking maybe a 22. Just because I was talking about it to somebody on the phone, Next thing I know, I got Lexus emails, Lexus on my Instagram, Lexus in my YouTube, Lexus. I was looking at regular TV the other day, which I normally don't do, and I had Lexus commercials. There you go. Aren't they are so nice looking? Thank you, Hearing Eyes. And I was like, I don't like that. I could be talking to my sister. One of them talked about it's a reality. Well, I don't even know if it's still on. It was a reality show, something medicine. It was about these female doctors, and it was a reality show. I never watched it. I'm not into that. But because she mentioned it, sure enough, in my YouTube feed, here goes Married to Medicine. Here goes Married to Medicine. Now watch, when I get off here, they'll probably be in my YouTube feed. I don't like that. I feel like the government is spying on me. So I'm thinking, we put all this stuff in our homes, and who's to say somebody's not behind it monitoring you? Like, we put all these cameras up, the door thing, people have stuff inside their home, you got your smart TV, you got your computer. Thanks, Polly. We got our phones. For all we know, these people could be watching us 24/7. Not that I'm doing anything over here, but I'm just saying. So I don't know. You know what? I'm not. See? You think you're funny, Chris. If that shows up on my... I'm not even going to repeat it. But if that shows up in my feed, I got something for you, Chris. Well, they don't have to watch us, but they can have a program that does. That's why they got AI. I heard your name, T. Who is T? Oh, Tashana. Yeah. I mean, I know we're progressing forward, and with technology, it does do wonderful things and helps us out. But also, I've seen where technology has hurt us a lot. Well, you remember when Snowden went to Russia because they was after him because of the fact that they were listening in on people's phones. So, our government is a bit shady. Yes, they are. I mean, I don't trust them. They always have done experiments on us. I just, you know what? After this election, I don't know what they're doing here in the United States. I'm not surprised about anything. I'm just not. For all we know, we could just be a big old bunch of guinea pigs. Oh, they probably spend more than that. Probably spend more than that. But yet, as a veteran, we got to fight tooth and nail to get any type of disability or good medical. But they can spend, what was it that one time they had spent a few $1,000s on a hammer? A hammer. Oh. But as far as taking care of the people that go and do the job, and that's my thing. Why don't you get some AI robots to go over there and do the fighting of the war? What's a BN? Is that Australian money? Parker over here snoring. Oh. I can believe that. We spend a lot of money on stuff that people don't realize we spend it on, and they don't tell us. That's why we have a deficit of trillions of dollars. A lot of it is wasteful money. A lot of it is people getting paid for stuff they should not, pilfering and all the crooked stuff they're doing. I don't know. You keep up with our budget and stuff better than I do. I don't know, but I'm not surprised by anything when it comes to the fine. And I don't think when they say missing, it doesn't mean it's lost or anything. It could be missing in somebody else's bank account. So no, but I do know that we constantly have extremely high debt, and then they like to try to blame it on other countries that owe us money, which there are countries that owe us money, but we waste a lot of money here. Um, like that 20 billion. Why was that not used to build more housing for the homeless? You know, feed more children. I mean, there are so many things $20 billion could do. There you go, Polly. There you go. I tell you, it's such a doggy dog world out here. I mean, it's all about the money. It is all about the money. And it seems like no matter how much people have, they want more and more and more and more. So, Polly, how did the tent hold up in 20-degree weather? Were you warm inside? I'm curious about you in that winter up there being in that tent. Well, not curious, concerned. Um, I didn't have a high clearance. I mean, my job, well, there are aspects, I mean, I had a secret, but I didn't have a really high clearance. There are things that, you don't talk about, but a lot of times you don't even think about talking about them because, unless you're talking to other military people. So, yeah. I was telling somebody today that out of the group of veterans that I hang out with every 2 years, there's about 30 of them. I was the only one that went to war, which that was so surprising to me. I was like, wow. So, yeah. So I don't know if I still have my clearance because forever knows every time I get a different job, they fingerprint me and um, checking my background, but I don't have anything in it. But I would think that once I was in the military and they fingerprinted me and put me through clearance and all that, I would be okay. So, never really thought about it. Because I just had to go through a whole clearance thing for my job a couple of years ago. Well, there are just some things I wouldn't speak on simply because I've never been told that I couldn't, but I just probably think it's for the best. You know, like even when we talk about our regular jobs, there are things like the job I have now. I can surface talk about it, but I really can't go into it because I'm still attached to the federal government. So, you know, um, yeah. I seen one man's wish over there um, on Arab's page, and he gonna tell me one time that I was telling too much. I can't tell the secrets. I'm like, I wasn't telling no secrets. There was no secrets that I told on YouTube. I'm sure if I did, I'm sure somebody would came and had a little conversation with me. Because apparently they do have systems in YouTube that I guess calculates and does whatever even when you're a small channel. Because I'm trying to figure out how would they know some of the stuff they know when they send me emails about different things. in growing my channel. Some aliens, now that I would probably tell, and they would probably lock me up, because so far they have yet to say that there really are aliens. They put out, all supposedly they put out the records and all that stuff, from back in the day, but they have yet to come out and say, yes, we believe that there is alien activity here on Earth. I could speak now, but I don't know if I say what I say, how it would affect something that may be going on now, because some things may change and some things don't. I went over to my email, but I did not open it up. I told you I've been dealing with the mouse issue. Or were you not in here when I said that? That has really got me all messed up. I am not into any type of rodents whatsoever. So I'm trying to regroup because I have not been getting any sleep. So I hope tonight will be better. We will see. Polo Parker. He's so tired today because every time I get up, every time I hear a noise and I get up, he gonna follow me. So he was up and down with me all last night. Oh, you sent me some UFO. I did see that one. Because I said I wanted to sit down and take the time so that we could do live about it. I wanted to find that story about the kids that was in the backyard. I think it was, I want to say California. I want to find that story because that was a really good story, and that was a recent one, well, a couple of years ago. Well, have any of you watched that movie? What's the name of it? Where when they said that they went to the moon and then they had the backup stage. So I hadn't watched it, so I don't know if the movie is showing that they really didn't go to the moon, because there are a lot of people who believe that they never went to the moon. And then they come out with this movie where it's like a stage of them being on the moon, just in case supposedly they didn't make it. It was Las Vegas? Okay. I forget the name of the movie. I haven't watched it. I was trying to look it up and then I couldn't remember the name of it. So I don't know. Maybe they went to the moon, maybe they didn't, I didn't go, so and we don't even hear. I mean, we got a space program, but it's nothing like it used to be. And I don't understand that, because 60s, 70s, 80s, our program was really big. But now that we've gone more into the future and have better technology and all that kind of stuff like that, and they worried about overpopulation, I would think that we would put more money into the space program so that we could do more exploration. But it seems that that's not a big topic anymore. You're just full of information there, aren't you, Chris? I tell you what, I have some very smart people in this chat. Y'all never cease to amaze me. Yeah, at one point they were going to take the whole program out altogether, and then they decided to downsize it. But I would be thinking now would be the time that we would do more exploration. But you got people like Elon Musk going to the moon. And you literally have people now buying spots on the moon for when we can possibly live there. How do you buy land on the moon? That is so crazy to me. And I'm like, who's crazy enough to buy it? but I probably will not be here to see any of that. Is that one of those really, really big telescopes that they have like at, I guess, the research place? Who do I pay? Pay for what? What are you talking about, hearing eyes? Are you not talking to me? Okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it seems like we're going butt backwards on some issues. Who do you pay to land on the moon? Well, if you have enough money, maybe you can go up the next time Elon Musk went up, because apparently him and a few other people went up there. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. And you know what? And I'll sell you some swampland in Arizona after you buy that plot on the moon. I mean, I would not even if we had to, well, even if they decided to make it where, like, you could vacation on the moon or take a trip there and come back, I wouldn't do it. Going to the moon reminds me of those people that was trying to go down and look at the Titanic. They were buying, well, they're trying to buy, I guess it's property on the moon. They're trying to buy plots on the moon. Really? Do you really have a title? Or are you just making this up? Because you're already in the doghouse, so, add some more foolishness on there so you can stay in there. So you're really a lord. You're Lord Chris. Wow. So we have royalty in our chat. Who would have thought? I guess that elevates my chat to way up there. So does that make what does that make Sandy? If you're a lord, what does that make her? What's the name of the wife of the Lord? It could be hearing eyes. I can't trust us. I can't trust the government no more. Okay, so Lady Sandy. Lord Chris and Lady Sandy. Alrighty then. Yeah, does any money come with that title? Now that would be the ticket. And what does it afford you? Like, if you go to Scotland, I mean, you have some land, but do they, like, build you a house or give you a house or something like that? Oh, no money, huh? Oh, well, you still got a title. Erie Nice, it could possibly be a satellite. The way the state of affairs is going here in the United States, I don't know what they're doing out there. Because I don't put it past them to sell us a bad bill of goods on any given day. Well, thank you for coming back, Tashana. An artificial satellite made by aliens? Well, we need all the planets, apparently. Well, wait a minute. What happened to, what's the planet they took out? It wasn't Jupiter. Not Venus. Was it Pluto? The planet that they took away? How do you just take away a whole planet? I mean, did it blow up or something? I mean, how do you just decide Pluto has been there all while I was growing up? How do you just take it? So because it's a dwarf planet, we don't count it anymore? So the planet has to be a certain size for us to count it out there in the galaxy. Oh. Okay, so how did it shrink then? Why did it get small? That makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. Well, so that makes me wonder, was there ever a Pluto? So we can just, I mean, first we have a planet, then because it got smaller, why did it get smaller? And then they changed the definition. What do you mean there has been one missing all the time? Yeah, Willow, they said it's still there, it's just smaller, but my thing is, how did it shrink? How did it become a dwarf planet? Was there an explosion? Did something happen on the surface of the planet to make it, become smaller? It didn't get smaller. I thought you just said it was a dwarf planet. I'm gonna have to look this up because I seem to be quite confused about the whole Pluto situation. Oh, so the planet didn't get smaller. They made the definition different, which made it too small to be in the lineup. Okay. Alright. She's slow moving. She's moving slow. Oh. Well, that kind of messes up how we were taught, knowing Pluto was the last planet. Would you guys do something like Star Trek? Like, if somebody offered you to be able to go, and let's say for 6 months you would get to be on a spaceship and get to go out and explore other planets and stuff like that, would you do it? And it would be free to you. I wouldn't either, Tashana. Okay, thank you, Willow. Hey, Lovecraft. Yeah, I wouldn't go either. First of all, the trip seems extremely long. And, yeah. Yep, they can count me out on that. The first letter of each word is how to remember the planet name. I wouldn't go either. That would be totally out of the question. Mm-mm. You right, hearing eyes. I'm just afraid, that's a lot of, I don't know, it's just a lot of nothing up there for something to happen and go wrong. Mm-mm. Thank you, Lovecraft. Because after the whole explosion, when the people went down for to look at the Titanic, I wouldn't have did that. I would not have paid that much money to go do that. But I know there are thrill seekers and people who want to live on the edge. And I felt really bad for the 18-year-old because everybody else had really lived their life. But for that 18-year-old who was excited about seeing that for the first time, if you could choose a way to sue, it would be to go in a black hole. Well, I don't understand. Who are you suing or what are you suing about? Yeah, I think not all opportunities are good opportunities, and that would be one that I would totally turn down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put it in the same category as me jumping off the cliff with a bungee cord. Not gonna happen. Or is it parasailing when you jump off the cliff and you have like the fake wings on? They're supposed to help you. That's a no too. Nope, 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 nope. Sue equal. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Because I was like, I did not understand that message at all. Yeah, there are some things I'm just not gonna do. I don't even think I would have done that when I was younger. No. Mm-mm. And I've gone on some long trips, but not that long. And then after the incident with that group of astronauts that didn't even make it off the ground. Oh, you'll never see me bungee jump. I don't even understand that. Why would you want? I mean, who was the first person that decided to create a bungee cord? Did they watch other people jump off with a straight cord and said, you know what? There's a better way we could do this. Thank you, Brenda. Really hearing eyes. Dinosaurs? Do you think that with some of the technology that they have now, with like being able to clone stuff, do you think that they can bring animals that are extinct if they have some of the DNA? Do you think that they are able to create a new one? But do you think we need to? If an animal went instinct, it's how am I not saying the word? Extinct, Lord. Do you think we really need to bring it back? Because maybe it disappeared for a reason. Yeah, they did it with the sheep, but we still got sheep, here. We don't have dinosaurs here. So my thing is, do you think we should be messing around and stuff like that, creating something that's no longer here, and maybe there's a reason why it was no longer here? That's what I'm saying. So my thing is, why are we messing around over in that trying to recreate something? Most things get. I did not understand that one, Chris. Well, but do we really need to bring dodo birds back? Well, that's true. I was listening to this lady today. She was talking about the Diddy case. And I was like, come on now. Everything you're talking about is stuff that's already out here in the public. So, what makes you so spiritual? Hey, One Man Wish. Happy Veterans Day. Okay, maybe, but also maybe they were no longer needed because we evolved. What would we really do if we had dinosaurs today? I think so too. It really could. Thank you. I think we as humans be putting our hands to stuff that we don't need to put our hands to. And we be mucking it up. So y'all didn't have rabbits and toads? Or cane toads? That's what I'm saying, Willow. There is a reason why there are certain animals that we no longer have. I can't even imagine what a dinosaur would do in 2024. Would you say they have everything scary? I would like to go and see a kangaroo, though, with a baby in the pouch. Where would we draw the line as far as which animals should come back and which ones should stay dead? No, I have not. I don't even know how to pronounce that. A quokka? Quokka? Quok... Quokka? I don't know. Quokka. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see a kangaroo family. Okay, 20 people in the live, only 12 likes. What is y'all doing? Like the video. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Ooh, I came on real early. It's only 8. What about koalas? Koalas are still here. So, I think that there are some animals that probably in 20 or 30 years won't be here anymore because of us. So koala bears scare you too, Tashana? Now, I don't think I would mess with a koala bear, but they're cute. I've seen them at the zoo. But for some reason, I just wanted to see a mommy kangaroo with her baby kangaroo. Well, you never know. Koala bears sleep 23 hours a day? Wow. And they only have 1 hour awake? Now that would be something if we slept 24 hours a day and only had 1 hour up. What would you do for that 1 hour? besides probably eat. That's pretty interesting. You would eat. I guess you wouldn't need to have a family or anything because y'all only, well, you know what? And y'all may not even see each other for that 1 hour because you might wake up at 1 o'clock and your mate might wake up at 10:30 at night. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think sloths sleep that much. You like sloths, but you're scared of koala bears. Sloths are yucky looking. They are not cute whatsoever. I don't like them. I mean, I don't like looking at them. Yeah, Parker gets tired of me. I guess I must be talking too loud for him because he has left us again. When he gets tired of hearing me talk, he goes to the room. They look weird all the way around, not just the claws. I don't know if he's seen it yet. I would hope that he would, but I'm hoping he don't see it. I'm hoping that it is gone, it's eaten and died somewhere, or it's stuck on the sticky pad, and I'm going to have my neighbor come over and check this weekend because I have sealed the bathroom off. I didn't know that koalas would jump on you. Oh, girl. We have alligators. I don't think we have crocodile dolls. I can't even talk. But we do have alligators here. And possums, oh, that's a given. They are really ugly in the face. And like when I'm coming home, matter of fact, I'm going to say about a month ago, I was coming home after it got dark. And one was coming across the street. And when they turn and look at you, their face is all white with the black around it. Oh my gosh, they are so scary. So now I'm in the car screaming, and then it starts to run, and it's running down my driveway, and I'm trying to pull in. So now I'm trying to figure out where did it go, because I was hoping it didn't run towards my porch, and then we run into each other. Hey, I'm just saying, I don't hate the sloth, I just don't like the way they look. And you know, people down here, possum stew, they cook it up. Hey, my mother be having a possum like for Super Bowl. Every year they would have like all these really crazy dishes for their Super Bowl parties, and one of the guys would roast a possum. I would not eat that. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I met I met a lady literally in Louisiana who, if a squirrel or something got hit and she saw it, like just get hit, she would run out there and get it and go ahead and skin it and stuff. Nah. Yeah, Tashana, you should go ahead and cook up some possum up in the truck. Give us a little tutorial. See if see if Charlie wants some possum stew. But I wouldn't eat turtle soup either, but they cook a lot of that in Florida. I, I don't think you should eat turtles, unless you have to. I'm just saying. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't have been visiting mom and dad that night. I would have to call and be like, hey, I got to the house. I don't know what this is coming down your stairs, but I'm gonna have to see y'all tomorrow. All right. I mean, pandas are cute, but they're still like in the bear family to me. Like they could still, slice and dice you up with their claws. Mm, I don't think any animal in the wild is as playful as we think they are. Hey, here, like one day I was going to the mailbox and there was one going across the street because I got them ponds. And one of my friends came by and he was like, "Hey, can I put this turtle in your yard?" And I'm like, "What for?" He's like, "Because I'm going to come back and get it because I'm going to make some turtle soup." I, Come on. All right. Am I back? Ah! Can you hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. I can watch the panda videos, but I'm not gonna go play with a panda. I mean, I just think that some animals we should just leave alone. Do they come to our house and want to play with us? We always going out there getting animals and putting them behind cages and all that kind of stuff. I think if you want to see a panda, then you should go to its natural habitat and see a panda. If you want to see a lion, go to its natural habitat. I don't think they should be, closed off and locked up in zoos and all the stuff we do. But that's just my thought. That's just my thought. I don't think they were created to be contained pretty much in cages or habitats that's really not their real ones. They're too lazy to have sex. Maybe they don't like the other panda. I know it was a big deal here. They made it one of our pandas with a panda from someplace else. And I was like, and it took them a long time to mate because when they put them together, I guess they didn't like each other. But I'm thinking, if I was the girl panda, how you just gonna bring some strange panda boy up in here and I'm just supposed to go ahead and do the do because y'all want me to? I need to get to know him. But they did eventually make a baby, but it took some years. Well, some animals are not so connected to their babies like humans. They know eventually they need to be on their own. And some have them and keep it moving. We're the only ones that have children and keep them for years and years and years and years and years and years. I'm going to have to tell my son, I'm going to swap you for an apple. Yeah, those petting zoos always smell to me. Well, we should leave them alone. That's why they're so busy trying to push them to mate. Because we know that there are not that many. Are you making up how dumb they are? Have you sat down and had a little conversation with a panda? They might be looking at us saying, "Oh my God, humans are so dumb. They are really dumb." Oh, I'm going to tell you guys this. So, last week, there's a research center in, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name, a small city here in South Carolina. And 25 of the research monkeys got out. Apparently, one of the workers ended up leaving a cage unlocked, which I'm thinking, did they really accidentally do that? Or did they feel bad about whatever experiments they were doing on these monkeys? But they've been hanging out in the trees. I think they had caught two the other day, but they were telling people don't engage with the monkeys and all that. Just let us know, if they happen to wander in your yard or whatever. And I was just like, what was y'all doing over there? Now the monkeys, because they've been in the research center all this time, they haven't gone far. They're just hanging out in the trees around the research center, and then they'll jump the fence and go back over, and then come back because they hadn't caught them. That is the craziest thing I ever did see. Thank you, Tashana. That was gross. Yeah, but my thing is, I really want to know what type of research they were doing. My brother used to work for a research company in Dallas, Texas, and he would never tell people what he did because people were so against it. I think they were experimenting with makeup using the animals where he was at. Tashana, Charlie, come get her. If a monkey wandered into your yard, you're keeping them. Have you not seen what monkeys have done to some of their owners? You need to watch some videos of people with monkeys and what they have done to them. Because they're not supposed to be pets. You know? I mean, like people that want to have a whole dang on tiger at their house. Why would you need a tiger? Other than I figure you just got too much money and you don't know what to do with it. Maybe it tastes good. Sort of like us drinking soda. Soda has no nutritional value for us, but people suck down Cokes, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sprite all day long. Oh, don't you start with BB. Between Arabs and my sister, my sister got mad. She quit watching it because she found out that they were going and really getting these monkeys illegally because they would go to the forest and pretty much kidnap a monkey and bring them back because they found that if you did that on YouTube, you make a whole lot of money. I don't know where BB came from because it seems to be a little bit more tame, but I guess if you get one as a baby, you can train it. So, yeah. And then they were talking about how people who get them will use them until they get tired and then they want to take them back, but really they can't survive after all. You having them on a diaper and doing all this other foolishness. So, see, that doesn't even make sense. You're going to take a monkey out of its natural habitat so that you can do a YouTube video. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe we should be more like pandas. Cut back on the growth of the population. Poor recognizing mate with. That is so crazy. Can you imagine you coming home, Chris, and Sandy looking at you like, and who are you? And why are you here at the house? Okay, I'm gonna do this one last Y'all have heard about when it got really, really cold in Florida and they had iguanas falling out the trees and people thought they were dead and they were not. They were just cold. We have one of those here, not here in Colombia, but a town not too far from here where you can go and drive through and feed the animals. I had my windows up too. I wasn't trying to feed nobody. Mm-mm. I would like to do a safari. I think that would be pretty neat. Africa is on my bucket list. And I had so many opportunities to go and I have not gone yet. Alright guys, I am getting a little drowsy. Maybe I'm able to get some sleep tonight. I sure hope so. Thank y'all. I tell you, our conversations go any and everywhere, don't they? UFOs one night, and tonight we are talking about animals that are going extinct. I can't even talk no more. Yeah. So, Chris, I would check your email out. Everybody have a wonderful Monday night. And I will see, I'm not sure when I will be back on. Maybe I'll try for, what's today? Monday? Maybe Wednesday? Yeah. Maybe Wednesday. I'm not even going to want to know what an OHS nightmare is. At all. Paulie, you know what? I hope your toes freeze tonight. That's what I hope, because that's not funny at all. Not funny. At all. I've barely gotten any sleep. If I could come and kick you in your foot, I would right now. We're going to put Paulie in timeout next time we have a live. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming. And I'm going to say good night for Parker. He's left us. And I will see you guys next time.